Chris Mycoskie and Brandon Smith with you for Texas versus Arizona, the nightcap of day one from Dallas Baptist University. The GEICO High School Baseball National Championship is presented by Axe. Brendan, we have a pair of loaded rosters, and one of these teams tonight will clinch a spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, both teams playing really well early on in this tournament. A 5-1 win for Texas in the second game here at Horner Ballpark. 13-3 win for Arizona just about an hour or so ago. So one of these teams getting to pool play, but you talk about the talent. 35 players on the roster, 26 of them have already committed to Division I institutions. So this should be an outstanding matchup and a really important game here to close out a great day here at Horner Ballpark.
And a lot of baseball has already been played here at Horner Ballpark, as well as over at right field on the campus of Jesuit College Prep. This is the last game of the day, Texas versus Arizona. 5 games already gone final.
Yeah, these two teams, one of them will be in the driver's seat tomorrow. We get started California and Illinois. Maybe the best game so far of the tournament, California with a 1-run win over Tennessee.
Count 1-2 to Isaiah Castaneda, who went 0 for 2 earlier today against Nevada. 1-2 coming to the Texas right fielder. Into center field. Guile backtracks, goes to his right, and brings it in. Texas leaves the bases loaded in the top of the first inning. Arizona coming to bat. The 2-2 with 2 out, bases full. Got Smith swinging. Mater Cooper comes on in relief and delivers the strikeout. Arizona leaves the bases loaded, and we remain scoreless in Dallas. We'll talk with Matt Denny coming up here on ESPN+. 2-1 to Castaneda. Through the left side of the infield, Trey Craig comes in to score. Texas takes a 1-0 lead. Castaneda goes down to second on the throw.
I think if you're Brito, you get out of this with just 1 run, you're just fine.
Payoff pitch. Booted by Gavin Smith into the outfield. Castaneda scores. Texas increases the lead to 2-0.
Playing in those all-star games, I agree with you completely.
And I'm not a fan of what Major League Baseball has done to its all-star uniforms in recent years. To the right side of the infield, they'll come home with it, diving in head first. Crisp scores, and Texas increases its lead to 3-0.
That is instinct and speed from Crisp. The infield was in, and traditional baseball wisdom would tell you there's no way that run should score, but look at the jump he gets. He had 2 stolen bases earlier today, and he is able to blaze right past the attempted tag of Thompson to pick up that 3rd run for Texas.
If he can duplicate that here with a grand slam, he would put his team up. Arizona trails 3-0. 3-1. And Smith gets an RBI by way of the walk. Waite scores, and Arizona puts its first run of the ball game on the scoreboard. Texas lead decreased to 3-1.
After the bunt and the hours recorded to start this inning, 4 consecutive walks for Leon. He seems to trust that curveball, but couldn't get the fastball for the strike.
Well inside, and here comes Guile. Slides in safely, and Harrison right behind him. Arizona has tied the game at 3. The outmade at third base, but not before Team Arizona gets its 2nd and 3rd runs of the game. The dirtbag heading to Abilene Christian in Co. versus the superstar Wheeler, who's heading to Oregon State. 1-2, swings and misses. Brady Coe comes on and gets a pair of strikeouts. Arizona leaves the bases loaded, and we remain tied through 7 innings. How about the Allen Eagle bearing down, getting Forbes, getting Wheeler. To the 8th we go in Dallas. You mentioned his favorite player earlier, Ken Griffey Jr. Love it when These guys mentioned Griffey, Maddox, guys who would be our favorite players back in the day. Into right field, on this course, can't get to it, and Colton Rockmore delivers the RBI to give Texas the lead. The squad from the Lone Star State goes up 4-3. Rockmore brings in Co. 2-1, 2 out, runner on second for Arizona. And Smith hits this one into center field. Waits, scores, and we are tied again. Now 4-4 between Texas and Arizona, thanks to Gavin Smith. The rising junior out of Tucson Magnet. 1-1 into right. Harwood under it, trying to get momentum under him as the runner is coming home. Tobin decides to head back, and now a pickle. What does Texas do? What does Arizona do here? Everybody at a standstill. Somebody's got to make a break.
This is unbelievable.
Somebody's got to move, as now Texas has a runner on second. Runner coming home. The throw is accurate, and the tag is applied. One way or another, it certainly looked like Texas was going to be in this situation with runners on second and third. The question was, who was going to break? Was it going to be the runner back from second to first? Instead, it's Tobin going from third to home, banking on an inaccurate throw. Didn't get it.
I want a timer on that play. That might be the longest play in baseball history.
Bizarre.
But that's the fifth, by my count, the fifth out that Texas has run into on the bases.
Becker delivers to left. Catch made by Wheeler. And Arizona gets out of the top of the 10th without a single player from Texas touching home plate. Wow. Texas had the bases loaded with nobody out, and they cannot make it happen. We'll head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied at 4. And the runner will go to second uncontested. The hit into right field and brought in, but plenty of time for the runner to tag. Arizona wins it in 10. Jackson Forbes tags up to score. Team Arizona moves to 2-0 on the championship, and they have clinched a spot in the semifinal round.